How you doing, guys? Corey TZ here today. Well, since Shadowverse is a little bit stale for me, I've been playing other card games. So yeah, this is Pokemon. Self-explanatory. I haven't played in tournaments. I'm still play testing this. Because yeah, the only days that they do tournaments, I don't. I'm at work, so really can't do much. But I have been play testing this same list in or something similar online on Pokemon Live. So yeah, pretty much, yeah, this is kind of like going to be the bread and butter. It is the same as any other list, but at least this is from my other perspective, from a little bit of a different perspective. Since I play a bunch of other card games, and but this is very straightforward. To be honest, really not much to say. But other than that, yeah, let's, without further ado, let's just get right into the deck file. So yeah, starting off, just to get all the energies out, I am playing a total of 3 fire and 8 grass, if I'm not mistaken. You could cut 1 grass, but to be honest, I kind of really want to see them just to for the order pawns. But yeah, that's it for the energies. Now for the Pokemon, obviously you have your main dude right here, the Regidraco. This guy is pretty good. Sometimes you do want to drop have one of these guys in your drop, just in case you don't have your Regidraco. Sorry, your Dragapult. So basically, when you evolve it into the Regidraco VMAX, you could at least do Dragon Laser. But yeah, you really want to go first with this. I was really playtesting it a lot, and every single time I went second, even though I really wanted to attack first. It really didn't do much. But if you go first, you are pretty well set and done, to be honest. Obviously, since you're going first, the majority of the times there's really not that many cards to play ish, so I'm not running that many supporters. But yeah, and then obviously I'm playing the 3 copies of the Regidraco V. At one point online I was playing 2 copies. It kind of did work. You just really have to manage your resources pretty well just to get the Regidraco back to your hand, and so on and so forth. But other than that, this is actually pretty good. 3 copies is amazing, because now I crafted the 3rd copy, and yeah, the difference is pretty good. So you don't have to worry about opening with 1 and then discarding with Squackly or something, and then figuring out a way to put it back into the deck or to hand. So yeah, now for your attackers, pretty much this is basically your bread and butter cookie cutter version. Gudra, pretty freaking good. Obviously reduces your opponent's attack by 80, but mainly you want to go with Dragapult, so you could cut this like everybody else is doing and play a second copy of Dragapult. But sometimes I really like the Gudra, so I'm playing this lineup really right here. And yeah, that's it for the dragon stuff. Now we're going for kind of like Indian cards. I'm playing 3 copies of Overpawn. Online I'm still playing 2 copies, but you really only need 2, so the 3rd copy is just kind of like, I don't know, flex pod. You could be something else. But yeah, 1 Cleffa, 1 Facility, or whatever you pronounce him. Card is pretty good, self-explanatory, one of those staples. Same with Squackly and Mew. Yeah, self-explanatory. You really want to see Squackly in your opening hand, or a way to search it. So yeah, any Ultra Ball or Nest Ball will probably be your best call just to start setting up. So yeah, first turn you have to just set up as much as you can, and Squackly is one of those cards that you really want to see. Howlucha, just to make all your your opponent's Pokemon a little bit more softer, so you could just basically one-shot them with Dragapult, and then slowly be withering the attack. Obviously just dealing 10 damage to either Charmanders or anything else that is going to be a little bit annoying and problematic. It's pretty freaking good. So yeah, so that's it for those Pokemons. For supporters, I'm not playing that many compared to other lists. I'm playing 3 copies of Professor Research. I hate opening with this card, especially opening with multiples. That's the reason why I'm playing 3. And sometimes I just open multiples, so yeah, it sucks. If you want to go first, you really can't play supporter, so I don't see the point, the reason. Same thing with 2 Ionas and 2 boss orders. You can just add them back to your hand with the Regidraco VMAX. So yeah, as long as they're in the graveyard, you're pretty much set and done. to get whatever you need in the future. And basically that's it. Another thing that I learned is not to shotgun the effect of the V-Star. Just use the effect of the V-Star whenever you need it, to be honest, just to seal games. And just to have it as an extra resource just in case, so you can either add your boss orders or prime catcher, if I'm not mistaken, that's the name of the card. So yeah, that's it for the supporters. For trainers, just to see if I can speed run through this deck list pretty quick. Ultra Balls, self-explanatory. Discard to search any Pokemon. This can search for your Hawlucha, so you can play it from hand, or you can just basically search for any dragon that you need to set up. So if you go first, obviously you could search for Squawkly or any dragon, and then discard it. So yeah, self-explanatory. Same thing with the nest ball. This gets you your Squawkly and your Regidracos. So yeah, some cards I really want to see in your opening hand just to set up. Late game, you can just discard this. This is just a Scarf fodder. They really don't do much. So yeah, this is very important. Energy switch. I have learned that energy switch is super important. If you see one in your opening hand and you don't have a Regidraco, to use it, sometimes throwing it into the drop zone, to discard pile is very hard to see, but sometimes you only just need to in order to win and power up your Regidraco. But yeah, next I'm playing 3 copies of Earth Vessel. Earthen Vessel. This card is pretty good, pretty amazing. Searches your fire energies. That's basically the one annoying part. Search your fire out, one fire energy and then the other grass, and then as long as there's one fire energy out, you're okay to go. But yeah, next I'm playing 2 copies of Super Rod, so you don't deck out, because you could deck out, you go through your deck pretty fast. 2 copies of Nice Treasure. Add your V-Stars to your hand, so on and so forth. 2 copies of Switch. One switch is supposed to be the prime catcher, if I'm not mistaken, that's the name of the card. It's just that I currently don't have that card in IRL, but it just kind of basically does the same thing. If you really want to go budget, quote unquote, you could just play switch instead. They're pretty good. Super energy retrieval. I only play 1 copy because once your Regidraco dies, this is basically one of those cards that just gets you everything to your hand, and I'm still debating if I want to cut it, because yeah, it's okay, meh. I mean, it powers up your Aura Pawns. Other than that, it's okay. Canceling Cologne for those annoying matchups against problematic decks that will stun you, and if you're playing against Irathorn, if I'm not mistaken, that's the name of it. Canceling Cologne is one of those cards that you want to see it in your hand, you want to play it, and then use the effect of the V-Star to add this card back to your hand for next turn, and hope your opponent doesn't have any Iona or something to disrupt you. So yeah, and I was still debating if I should cut one superior one, and play a second copy of Cologne. But yeah, I don't have a side deck currently. I'm not sure if you could side deck, but yeah, I'll probably play more if I have side deck, because the only experience that I have is just TCG Live, and that's it. And finally but not least, 1 Temple of Sinnoh. This could be something else. This could be the jamming tower, but it could be collapsing stadium. I think collapse stadium will be nice against Terrapogos. Terrapogos is a little bit annoying to deal with, especially if they have more boost lands and stuff. So your opponent has to choose what they want to keep, and so on and so forth. But yeah, other than that, that's basically it. That's the entire deck profile for my Regidraco. I'll probably do a future deck profile for sure, as an update and stuff, and see if I can get a couple of live action games. If not, I'll see what I can do. But yeah, anyways, without further ado, thanks for watching. Peace. I hope you enjoyed this video. Any feedback is welcome. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.